The film begins with Julia, a young woman walking into a seedy nightclub in a futuristic city. As she engages with different men, she steals their possessions, covertly making her escape from the club, but a man silently watches her from behind. Julia takes the items to a pawn shop, and the owner tells her that she'll do better with a partner. She offers her a partial sum, telling her to steal better stuff. Infuriated, Julia walks away. Julia returns to her apartment in a bad neighborhood. Once inside, she removes her wig and makeup, puts the money in a savings box, and goes to her bed. As she's doing her dishes, someone picks her lock, and the noise alerts Julia, who slowly walks towards the door, but a man abducts her from behind. Julia awakens in a jail cell with a glowing implant in the back of her neck, and a mouthpiece silencing her. Connected to a machine, she's forced to replay her memories before she passes out. She awakes in a cell, confused, with her hands tied and her mouth covered. Looking around, she discovers two other subjects with her, both in similar conditions. Touching the bars of the cell gives her an electric shock. The man points to a machine, and when he turns around, Julia notices the implant in the back of his neck, which causes her to feel her own neck. After some time, a door in her cell opens, and a man named Alex walks in, threatening Julia with an electric stick into the dark room. The room leads to a dark alley, which opens up to the lab. Julia is tied back to the machine. Alex checks her implant, performs the same experiment with the machine, and sends her back to the cell with her hands tied. Once inside, Julia reveals a pair of scissors that she managed to sneak in. Using these, she cuts her mouthpiece and tells the other man to cut her loose. The man is hesitant and walks back, but Julia attacks him, cuts his mouthpiece off, and forces him to cut her loose. Once loose, the man asks Julia about her plan of escape, while Julia cuts parts of her uniform to make ropes. She asks what happened to the other woman who is silent, and the man thinks that her brain is fried from experiments. The man thinks they should wait for the police to find them, but Julia insists, saying they are not the type of people for whom the police would come, and that's why they were chosen. Making a long rope with pieces of her uniform, Julia ties the scissors to the end of it and throws it at a gas pipe, pulling it away from its connection. Once gas starts leaking, she makes the pipe touch a surface, which causes a spark of electricity, which causes fire to burst out and explode the door to their prison. Using the metallic bars as weapons, Julia descends the elevator, which opens up to a house. As sirens and red lights blare, they find the place empty. The man finds the front door, which is locked. To open it, he places his hand on the fingerprint lock, despite Julia urging him not to, which causes an alarm to alert the household. As Julia goes to pick up the other woman, a robot, Ares, run by an artificial intelligence AI named Tao, awakens and kills the man. Taking the opportunity, Julia pulls the other woman, and the two run into an adjacent room, which is revealed to be a study. Inside, Julia locks